Okay, thank you. Now we will move on to the second block of presentations for the SHOWE-IT project and the EpiHub project. So the first presentation from SHOWE-IT will be done by Juan. Juan works in Acción Infraestructuras in the Technology and Innovation Direction, and he will give the introduction to a general overview of the project. Luis?
Okay, thank you, José Luis. Hello, everybody. I'm going to give an overview of the SHOWE-IT project. The SHOWE-IT project started in January of 2011. We are going to finish at the end of this year in October. The consortium is composed by 12 companies, and we have 3 pilot sites, 3 demonstrators with 108 dwellings in Sweden, 66 in France, and 9 in England, in Rochdale. Well, what's the objective of the SHOWE-IT project? We have to reduce the energy and water consumption, and all stakeholders involved have to find something to gain. We use ICT solutions to get information of consumptions in dwellings, and at the same time to provide information to the tenants about the consumption, about their own behavior in the consumption. The consortium is composed by 12 companies. We are basically industrial partners. We can see here construction companies as Acciona, technological partners as Siemens, Smartvis Ecology, and we have, of course, 3 social housing companies that are the managers of the pilot sites, and consulting partners as well. All the companies are interested in different ways in the results and the possibilities of the project, and are very involved in the project. Well, we know what we have to study. We know the objective, and we have to define, let's say, a strategy to achieve this objective. What we have done to do this? Well, the first step is to define an ICT system that, as I said, is going to give to the consortium the information necessary to perform all the analysis of the data acquired during the monitoring period. And this system is going to provide to the tenants the information that they need to define their own strategy for achieve the savings. Well, but this strategy will be defined previously by the consortium. By the interaction with these tenants, we perform many educational events to give to the tenants the keys for the savings. And this interaction is bidirectional because we have to get from the tenants information, enough information to perform after the analysis of data the sociological approach of the analysis to evaluate the possibilities of replication, to answer the questions of why we have savings, or why we have overconsumptions, or why we have savings, different values of savings depending on the social, economic and social characteristics of the tenants. Well, savings calculations. We selected different methodologies that we implemented in computational tools to calculate the savings. After that, once we have the savings, we analyze the results, as I said, to see how different is the result depending on the characteristics of the sociological characteristics of the dwellings of the tenants. And this analysis includes as well the identification of the useful results and the identification of the interested users on these results. The production of a guideline is the final product of the project. This guideline will include the results, of course, all this information. Will include as well a proposal of ICT system. We will analyze the investment of the system, and will include as well, it's an interesting part, will include as well the recommendations, the lessons learned during the project. There are many lessons learned, most of them from the experience of the social housing companies, living with the tenants, living with the systems, regarding the installation and maintenance. Lot of lessons learned that will be very useful for future replications of the project in many scientific project or a real project. If a social housing company wants to start with this kind of initiatives, this information will be very useful for them. Okay, ICT system. What are we going to monitor is the electricity, heating, hot water, and cold water, the consumption of a dwelling. We will analyze as well the temperature. Savings are going to be calculated based on these four first parameters, and temperature is a complementary parameter that is going to help us to analyze the behavior of savings or the behavior of the consumption. Okay, the process is simple, it's the same in all the projects like this. We have the entry points, data meters, and we store all the data in local and in a local servers in each pilot site, and a global server. We extract the data from the global server and we analyze. Okay, next step. We have to analyze. We have to calculate. The first step of the analysis is we have to calculate savings. We based these calculations in a pilot group control group approach. Methods used: linear regression, kriging. These two methodologies provide us the same result, savings, a percentage, but we implemented both to compare between the two methodologies based on the uncertainty of two models. And we will propose in this final guideline, we will propose one methodology to be used in future applications. Well, learning curves is a method, a complementary method. We are going to use this methodology because United Kingdom, the pilot site in United Kingdom in Rosedale, has just 9 dwellings. We have no control group. 9 dwellings are in pilot group, and we have no control group in this pilot site. And learning curves is the methodology that we are going to use to estimate savings in this with the data that we are acquiring from this pilot site. And the acquisition of data is based in a fine time step, and we want to analyze as well patterns of consumption, depending on the events, depending on the educational events, depending on the many different events identified, and we want to study these behaviors to see what happened in the project. Okay. as said, the scale and the uncertainty of models is going to be analyzed at group scale and at dwelling scale. Preliminary results. For the Swedish pilot site, we have savings in all parameters monitored. We achieved the 20%. We have the 20% of savings. This is the goal, but we achieved this goal just for cold water and heat. We are far regarding hot water consumption, and we are in the middle of this goal for electricity consumption. But for France, we have no savings. We are far in electricity consumption. We are close to have no overconsumption. We have overconsumption now. We are far in electricity, close to not to have overconsumption in cold water and heat, and hot water is not good as well. Well, this is one of the questions that we have to solve. We have to answer by the sociological analysis. Why we have savings in Sweden? Why we have overconsumptions in France? And other questions that will give us very useful information for future applications. At the dwelling scale, we can see here that in France we have a few part of dwellings with savings between 28 and 50%, and see the difference for in Sweden we have between 52 and 86% of dwellings present savings. These results are preliminary. We are analyzing the data. We finished the past month with the monitoring period, and at this moment we are trying to give more detail and in-depth analysis of the data. Well, interpretation of the result. As I said, first of all, we have to perform a, let's say, parametric classification depending on the parameters that define the characteristics of the tenants, of the dwellings, income, age, number of tenants, material status, many of them, not a lot of, but many of them. And after this parametric classification, the experts of the consortium will perform a sociological analysis, trying to give the answer of why. The final results. Well, as I said at the beginning of the presentation, we will identify useful results and interested users, services providers, energy providers, social housing companies, of course, tenants, of course, all interested users in these technology providers as well. All interested users will be identified, and the relation as well with these useful results. This is a resume of the structure of the data processing from this raw data that is stored in the servers until this final results. Okay. Interaction with tenants. This is one of the most important base of the project, because we of course perform education events to give to the tenants the keys of the energy and water savings. But this interaction is bidirectional, because we need a feedback. We need to know how satisfied are them with the ICT solution, because, as I said at the beginning, we have to provide a proposal of ICT solution. And if the tenants during the monitoring period, during the life of the project, they are not satisfied with this solution, we can propose, of course, the same solution. We have to study it. We have to propose something different. Well, this is regarding the adjustment of the ICT system design for future replications, and of course the input for the sociological analysis of results, it's very important as well. Lessons learned at all levels of the project: management, ICT solution. The installation and maintenance of ICT solution will provide a lot of lessons learned that will save money and time to the future interested on the concept of this project. Data collection and processing, the selection of methodologies, the structure of the data collected. This is important because it has to be in line of the analysis that it has to be performed. The interaction with tenants is very important because people have to be engaged in the project. It's easy if they see no benefits from their participation in the project, they will not engage a lot of time, and the interaction with tenants is very important. And of course, the production of exploitable results to provide attractive things to the project. Well, the guideline, the basic structure of the guideline will be composed by this analysis, global methodology for data analysis, the lessons learned and recommendations, very important, and the proposal of ICT solution. This is the final product of the project, and that's all from my side. Thank you for your attention, and if you have any question, I'm available to answer them. Thank you.